Check 1 2, check 1 2. Miami on the rocks. Casey Chops. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at MIA on the rocks. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. It's been a minute, but we're back. Gonna ramp up soon. Life has been lifing. We got a lot of announcements, a lot of things to tell the world about, and things to promote. First and foremost, we got my new party on Saturdays called Altura. Sundays. Each and every Sunday at Copper Blues from 5 p.m. to midnight. Salsa, merengue, bachata, perreo, dembow, reparto. We're going straight Latin with it. Pa' que la gente que quiere bailar. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
That shit is lit.
Yes, super sir. Lit. Pull up to that. We got a lot of surprises. Labor Day weekend is going to be a movie. So 5 to midnight, the new place to party is every Sunday in Doral at Copper Blues. The Altura Party. Follow that on Instagram, TikTok, at Altura Party. Today, I got my brothers in here, Ramses, Shawn.
Let's go.
From the Bank Zone Trading Club.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Very special.
Very special. Real quick, gentlemen. We're in the middle of a live trade, correct?
Yeah.
Like you're like because you came in here and the pressure was on, bro. I felt the energy.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What are we doing? You got the ForEx open. I mean, you got the
Got the MetaTrader rocking.
The MetaTrader rocking. Yeah.
If you know what MetaTrader is, you know what MetaTrader is.
And I know what those blue numbers mean. I know what blue means.
Yeah, that means paid.
it means good. Typically in any form of social setting, blue means good. If you see red, it means bad, right? We know the colors is coloring.
It's a psychology.
It's a psychology thing.
Blue
bro.
is good,
but
red
for
is
us,
bad, but
it's very good.
Very good.
So what are we trading right now? What's the play?
We are trading gold. Gold, yeah,
Ooh,
through leverage, commodities, right? It's metal, through the foreign exchange, right? We're looking at MetaTrader 4 or 5. That's what we use to trade. So we just in the trade right now, man.
So question. So gold right now, when you look at gold, are you really doing just like chart analysis to determine that you want to rock with gold right now? Or is there something happening in the world that you see gold? You know what I mean?
First of all, I want to ask you a question. What time is the party again in Copper Blues?
5 to midnight.
5 to midnight. You already know 5 to midnight. Anyway, because listen, last time we went over there,
amazing.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Had a great time.
Definitely had a good time. So back to the trade. A lot of things come to it, bro. I mean, I think it's important to understand what's going on around the world, especially around the dollar. Right, the dollar index. If you don't know about the dollar index,
the dollar falling,
right?
the dollar losing its value.
Exactly, the dollar depreciating. It's so crazy because I don't understand how people feel like this could be boring. Like you need to know what's going on with the economy. How people want to make money and not want to know the financial markets.
Yeah, they don't want to be perceptive. They don't want to know. You got to know. Know what I like. To make money, you have to be aware of shit. You got to be aware of what's going on in the world, going on around you, everything. I tell people this all the time. Like, everything you consume is your diet. That's your social media diet. So consume shit that is going to help you out. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to watch movies or things that are just not going to add to my life. I'd rather watch the news to see if gold is thing to invest in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So remember we was having that conversation off camera, just, casual convo. But it was a point that I was thinking about because I asked you the conversation. I asked you the question, which was, bro, how long you been, the same question I'm going to ask you, people would typically ask us as traders. How long it took you to be profitable? And the reason being is because when they see that you are sustaining your life off of this, then it's not about making the money anymore. It's about how are you keeping the money and keeping it consistent that you ain't got to do nothing else but this.
Yeah, keep it as an income, a consistent income.
Yeah.
And that is a whole nother skill set than just making the money. Because anybody, especially nowadays, bro, with AI, anybody can make the money, bro. But how do you keep it? To keep it, your mindset has to switch off to something else. To now you learning accounting. You don't even know what you're doing. You learn how to budget assets and liabilities or losses and gains, and then on top of that, live off of that.
Well,
so it's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Beautiful life.
It is a beautiful life, by the way. But the thing is, the reason why we're talking like that is because we did not learn this in college. Like nobody taught us this.
Right.
And what's this? Like trading, day trading. Right. That's what we are. If you guys haven't realized, we're day traders, right? We obviously, you know, Casey knows, but we are day traders. We are investors, whether that be foreign exchange, whether that be futures or cryptocurrency or options. You know, the way the market moves, it moves the same way across the board, right? So, you know, granted, when it comes to gold, it has a certain way of moving. Technical analysis needs to come into play. Me and Shawn taught ourselves how to do proper technical analysis to pretty much do an educated prediction of where the market is going to be continuing, right? Not going. We don't know where the market is going to go before it goes. We just have a way of knowing after it goes how to enter the market in that direction to profit off of that move.
Right, and how to get out and when to get out.
When to get out, right? So, you know, there's a certain amount of technical analysis that comes into that. Also, fundamental analysis, which is what you were talking about before, right? Asking me, you know, ask the question of how does, you know, economic events or just how does the any kind of worldwide issues affect gold? Now, think logically, right? Does the whole world use gold? Right? So gold is
since the beginning of time, bro.
It's one of the first things you trade. Exactly, right? So it's one of the biggest assets in the world, right? So they say that the dollar is backed by gold. Air quote, right? So so the only way to hedge gold is with the dollar, vice versa. So if you know what is going on with the dollar, and if the dollar is depreciating, then gold
and things
is
like
appreciating, and Bitcoin, right?
Assets,
exactly, right? Because those things are against the dollar. So if it's against the dollar and the dollar is weak, then those things will be strong. So yes, you have to be very aware of what's going on around the world, just your economics, you know, and like Shawn was saying, we taught this to ourselves. We didn't go to college for this.
And at this point, we're really great at guessing and even better at losing. That makes sense.
I think people don't talk about that enough.
We're great at guessing what's going to happen next.
Break that down.
I think people.
We're great at guessing on what's going to happen next, but we're better at losing. Why? Because in trading, we're not just traders, we're professional risk takers, which means we're professional losers, which means we know how to lose and not lose a lot.
Right.
And some people don't know how to lose just a little bit and not lose a lot. They're so used to getting $1 and throwing $1 away, or trading it away, or giving it away, selling, you know, purchasing something. I don't know, you know.
That's right. Rosie was popping.
What's popping, Rosie?
Rosie fresh from the gym.
My cousin just came into the building. My cousin.
So, yo, by the way, me and Ramses are family now. We're officially family.
Listen, don't leave me out.
No, Shawn, you family too. You family too.
So,
Come on, man. You gotta give me some love.
Oh, my brother. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I was a little caught up. I was gonna say something. I had something in my eye. I had something in my eye because I was about to cry. Casey saying that. Family,
we're
man.
Family now, bro.
Anyway, what I'm saying is
we're family.
That Casey, you know, is my cousin's husband.
No, we're gonna talk about the big fight me and my girl had today.
Oh shit. So by the way, I'm just saying, Casey is married to my cousin.
I'm married to my beautiful wife, Rosalie.
Amen.
Yeah. And we are from two different cultures.
Yes.
From two different places. We have two different beliefs. We grew up with two different belief systems. But for the most part, we have the important things in common, which is why we're married. 100%. But there's certain things that pop up where it's a complete cultural thing. So I want to bring this up to you, Ramses, because we literally had a fight today about this. Okay. She shows me a video apparently of something that's going on in Africa right now. And to me it looks like some person dancing under a big broom, and they do this tradition in Africa. And she's telling me it's spirits, and I'm telling her no, there's someone under there walking on this thing. So she's trying to tell me that that's a spirit doing that. And I'm trying to tell her, no, that's an illusion. Someone's clearly walking. Someone is... right, but they have a stick and they're doing... it's an illusion, mommy. It's like a magic trick.
Do those turns without putting the freaking feet on the floor. There's no way.
It's like moonwalking, baby. There's certain things you can do.
I think there's a person under there.
Me too, but this is the thing. Ramses. Me
I'm-
and her went to World War III over this shit, B. I'm like, yo, that's a person. She's like, no, it's a spirit. That's why you're closed-minded. And I'm like, no, but there's a someone there, baby. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So she literally, like, you know, we went to war with because I think there's someone in there.
That goes to show that even two people that have completely different beliefs can love each other.
Yeah. We just like, yo, we about to go to war over the guy under the escoba. Like
You know,
but,
you know what you know what I think? I think in contrary, like it could also symbolize two things. Why? Because African culture is very spiritual. That culture is spiritual.
Yeah.
So with that being said, even sometimes, bro, just the message or the depiction of what they are actually doing is enough to be like, hold on. Because anybody can start questioning if it's not. Because I mean, you got to look real close to see some feet.
Yo, there's
Right.
no feet.
And if you don't see no feet, if you don't really see no 10 toes
It's tough.
and the ankle and the foot,
right.
There's no feet.
then it's like,
But
wait, hold on.
I can't jump to spirits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then what would it
And
be?
I'm not saying, and I'm not like, there's nothing
Because
wrong
of
with her
your
thinking. I'm
culture.
just saying I
I
can't
get
rock
you.
with that perspective.
The whole concept.
you-
Is
Is
that a
of it
gringo
is-
thing? I don't know if that's a
No, no,
gringo.
no.
She's
Nah, nah.
telling me it's a
Let me
gringo
tell you,
thing.
this happened in front of a Cuban.
And then, yo, loco, she shows the Cuban
Yoruba
third world,
man.
and the
These
Cuban
things
goes,
like,
oh, it's seriously
that's
a
a spirit because they believe in the.
I did see the steps of it doing. I did not see no feet, but I mean, to me, just like to the naked eye, if I see steps kicking the you know,
No, bro,
then
you
I'm
gotta
thinking,
understand.
I know,
that
I know.
angels and demons
I
got
already
2
know,
feet.
but I already know.
They
Like,
got 2 feet.
yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy.
They
Well, all
some
I
of them
said-
got maybe more.
Yo, in the comments right now, is that thing?
Yo.
I'm gonna play it on the
I'm with
reel.
sis.
Is that
Sis
thing
might
a
be
person under there, or is that a spirit?
I mean, let's see what they say.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I'm
that's
bugging.
crazy.
I don't know.
mean,
I'm open
maybe
to
we're, but I mean,
So they put like a little doll, a little doll, and they take this huge thing that it has like a whole structure with all the pelos, this like.
So
these
the-
things, like the fringes, right? They put it on top, and the shit starts like swinging like that solo. So that is part of the culture.
that's
And
crazy.
there's a whole country. Okay, wait. There's a whole culture that believes in this, and they're not making that up because you have your own culture. Your
That's-
culture is
Well, look,
But
I-
it's clearly a very talented person who
Yeah.
can
No,
do
Casey.
optical illusion.
Could
so it's
be.
a spirit.
There's no
So
way
look,
you
this
can
is
prove
this
that.
this is what I say. What I would say is sometimes if we have to all put the facts on the table, and the end result is, can you see feet? No. Can I see feet?
No.
Yes. So somebody is seeing something somebody's not.
It's like, is the shirt blue or yellow? Remember that
So,
meme?
it's not-
Gray areas.
People saw yellow.
So the point is, it's not a 100% on anybody. So the best thing to do is be like, hey, this is what I
See
can
the world
see.
different. Yeah,
and we
it's
see
not
it
no right
different.
or wrong. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but that's what I'm saying. Bringing
Which is
it
why
back.
eventually, while we're warring, you got to come to the conclusion like,
I
no, we
agree
just
to
have different
disagree.
perspectives.
Yeah,
I
And just
agree
keep it
to
moving, 'cause
disagree
what are we gonna
sometimes.
do?
Yeah, exactly, and that's okay. But that's what.
But then she's hit me with this gringo shit. Gringo, your mind is limited. Like your mind is closed.
You believe that
Fucking gringo.
I'm
like-
you have to make a cut here because I have to take this huevo shit.
Okay.
The pilón
Oh.
we like. Pilón, un plátano, pero eso no.
Nah,
I think it gives culture to the podcast. The pilón in the back.
Why not?
Claro, we want to bring the culture.
Of
because
course,
now
well, why you
you're
gonna take
about
that?
to have, like my
That's what I'm
baby
saying.
baby.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Oh, that?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pilón.
yeah,
We gotta leave
Yeah,
the pilón there.
He's a new man. He's a changed man. He has now a wife who's uses a pilón. You know what I'm saying?
You use
And
the pilón
likes
already?
plátanos.
No, es más africano.
It makes it more authentic, if you ask me.
Sí, un plátano está amazing.
Yeah.
Everything we want in life.
I mean, you know what? I just realized that my cousin and my girl are the same person when it comes to how, like, you hear what she's just saying? Take all of that off. That gives it character.
Yeah.
It was like a huevo shit. It was like an X-ray on the side of your neck.
Oh.
Like, no, we have to take that out.
Oh, the
it
egg
was
tray, yeah.
showing?
Nah, I did get on it.
Oh, the egg tray. Oh, okay. Well, that may be. Yeah, maybe that's. Yeah. Appreciate you, cuz.
Okay.
Air hug.
Anyway, we're all family now. One big happy family.
Amen.
I love
You
it,
know?
man. You guys are great for each other, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
I was just telling you that off the
I appreciate
you know.
I fell in love. It was love at first DM, bro.
Really, that happened to
It
you
was
too?
love at
It
first
happened to
DM.
me
Yo,
too,
she
bro.
tried to ignore me though for 4 days.
Yeah.
I slid. I was in DR. I slid. I was with one of my homeboys, but I said
How far did you
I said
slide?
I was with my team. I was with one person. Like, yo, I'm in DR with my team.
Yeah.
It's cool. So, I slid, bro. I said, yo, I'm here. Like, you know, let's do some music, whatever. And she kept me on red for 3 days. Then check me out. I got home back to Miami, but we followed each other, but she ignored me. Been back to Miami, and she saw I was lit. She saw him out here in the clubs. She saw him out here interviewing
chilling.
Tyler. She's like, damn, that white boy kind of fly. I might have to answer the DM. I might have to answer the DM.
And it came back.
Like, I care less. Less about that.
He's like, oh wait, this white boy is you know, he's not just a gringo. He kind of flies. So I gotta answer the DM.
Yeah.
You know, and then we talked on the FaceTime every day for like 30 days.
Okay.
And I flew her down to the Yotel right here
To the
across the
Yotel?
street.
Across
Put
the
her in the
street, nice.
Yotel, you know.
Even the fucking location. Oh my god.
What you mean?
This
You know,
is
you
the
don't live there
story.
now. Like,
This
yeah,
is the.
put you in the Yotel. You don't live there.
This is literally the story. No, this is the
Why is that like a
story.
cheap hotel? Does that,
No,
like, make me
but it's
seem
not.
cheap?
First of all,
Hold
it's,
up, we'll run it back. Yo, I put her in the I put her.
We're not paying
I put her in the Ritz Carlton.
no.
You
We're
wanna?
not paying anything.
But listen, what I'm saying is that it's okay because it's the story of how y'all met, and I think that's beautiful because look how y'all are right now,
And y'all can have those conversations.
and y'all can have it. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
You can
listen,
Look back and laugh on certain things.
yeah,
Of course, man. Listen, man, if you ain't painting good memories, good moments, then what are you doing?
Big fact.
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing?
Here, Miami on the rocks. Don't get it fucked up. These aren't just these aren't just regular traders. I know everyone's a trader. Everyone's got. How do you guys feel about that? Everyone being a fucking trader. It's like everyone being a DJ. Everyone
I
being
would
a
say
model.
this, bro. Listen,
I'm tired of it, bro. If you ask me.
if everyone's deciding that they want to trade, then you know what? Do it. It's a $9 trillion a day market.
Isn't it like 90% of people lose though?
98.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to sound like it.
I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm not saying
Not
that.
to discourage anyone,
Yeah,
but you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
No, but actually, NBA players have around the same. It's probably higher, and football players and all of these other things. People just like to emphasize the 98% of people that. Honestly, really, what it is that it's not that 98% of people don't try. It's that 98% of people have tried. The 98% of people that try it,
they just
fail.
quit, bro.
They
just
fail or quit.
I would say out of those 98%, 97% are the ones that can't control their emotions. And
100, probably
don't know how
98%.
to-
Probably 98% of them are.
And you know why that you know the reason why, right? It's all psychological. So here, think about this. If they are promoting, how do we know 98% is the fact? How do we know that? Who's keeping that census and who's keeping the toll of that?
It's a lot of marketing.
So all they're doing is telling you that 98% of people in trading fail. So now you're already going into it and they know how the mind works. All you got to do is speak. The power of the tongue has a lot of influence and it has enough to control a lot of things. So if you're telling people 98% of traders fail at this, a person is already going, I'm be honest, when I first started, I went into it like, dang, 98% of people fail at this. So it's either like, I'm gonna really have to get this down. And when I do, I'm gonna be a master, which means I'm going for mastery. To go for mastery means you dedicating every little nick and cranny has sometimes too much information, bro.
Yeah.
Where it's causing you to actually have that mental block
How
where
long
you
did it
can't.
take you? How long did it take you guys to feel like, all right, you got the hang of it?
I mean, the first
Year 3. Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
bro, 3 years. 3 years. It took me 3 years to make $50.
But understand this though, Casey. 2016, the amount of traders that's on. So it goes back to your first question. How do you feel about everyone trading now? I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's amazing that people are trying to do this skill set. Why? Because trading is the only thing that I know that honestly allows you to break out of society from the social contracts of what people are like binding people to. Go to work, come home,
As they say, the Matrix.
take care of the kids, go back to work.
For the people that would criticize,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
for the people that would criticize day traders and what you guys do, and they say you guys are gamblers, what do you say to that?
First, I think that people have no clue what they're talking about. And that's okay. It's okay to not know. And sometimes as egotistical people that we are, imperfect human beings that we are, because, God meant to create us as perfect human beings. But as we know, Adam and Eve ate the apple. So we're imperfect human beings. And because of that, people think that this is more so technical than anything else, when in reality is all psychological. So when it comes to trading, honestly, is like, if you don't master yourself, you're not going to get trading. It involves a lot of discipline.
Knowing when to take a loss, knowing when to take
Bro,
a profit.
that's all it is.
You see, he said earlier, you guys probably wondered why the hell Shawn would say that we are professional losers. That sounds crazy, right? But in reality, what you got to understand is that you're thinking surface level. You're thinking you're a professional loser and you're proud of that. No. We know how to take losses professionally. Losses are part of the game. So if gambling is completely different, I would more so compare this to poker. Right? Whereas
it is gambling, but you're controlling the cards, basically.
I think if somebody gets good enough to count the cards and knows at least somewhat of that person has a better edge or a better chance into knowing when he's going to get his right hand, or the hand that he wants. So that becomes a game of probability and possibility. So now he knows how to take losses. He's not over emotional on losses because of the simple fact that he's even killed, because he knows that it's a game of possibility and probability, and he's not throwing the house on every single hand. So that way he can actually, when he does get the hand that he's looking for, because he's knowledgeable and understands how to quote unquote count the cards or whatever that may be, he just took a game and analyzed it so good and put in so many hours that he already knows how to win at that game consistently. Is that winning not going to include losing in between it? No, but the whole point is the end goal. What's the end goal? Is the end game, the game at the end. Right. Where do you end up at the end? Do you end up losing money or winning money?
Right. What people don't realize is what you mean when you say that is you manage your risk in a certain way to where out of 10 trades, you might lose 7 of them, but because you win 3, you'll still be profitable even if you lost 7 out of the 10, because the 3 that you did win outweigh what your losses were from that 7.
Absolutely.
That's what people don't realize about risk management, right? And that's what you mean, how you could take a lot of losses but still make money.
Exactly. So in this case, we're not going to sit here and we're the best traders that's not how this works. This actually, we took 3 years to make any kind of money, and we've been in the game for 9 years. We're not flossing, we're not what it is, but we literally understand, charts, understand ourselves enough to be profitable in this market. $9 trillion a day market, $9 trillion a day market, right? A day, right?
When you say that, what are you referring to? Are you referring to commodities, stocks? So for the people that don't know, you can trade stocks, foreign exchange, commodities, ETFs, all type, which is stocks.
Yeah.
So what do you mean when you say 9 trillion? You mean like
$9 trillion industry a day is the foreign exchange industry.
Got you.
So the ForEx industry. So thank you for clearing that up, right? And it's like, in reality, being able to make it in an industry or make a living, pay your bills, pay everything that a human does with just this ability, I think is incredible, because a lot, like we said, 98% of people fail at this, right? And only fail because they are not like, it's really a master of yourself. You have to, it involves a lot of discipline, it involves a lot of risk management, it involves a lot of how you look at money differently. Your mind has to change, your mind has to shift on how you even look at money, you know, and knowing when to take money, not being greedy, not being fearful, understanding that losses is part of the game. And, you know, it's just about winning more than losing. I would never lose 7 trades out of 10, but I'm saying I can lose 5 and win 5 and still be lit. That's why you see me. Yeah, we're in a trade. We started the podcast like that. We're in a trade, right? We were red, super red when we first came in, right? And we were like, yo, what are they doing? Now we came back super blue, right? So it's like, you know, we're not shaking out of our boots because we know exactly how much we were willing to spend to find out if we were right or wrong.
Right.
Right? People are like, oh, how much am I willing to lose? Well, to me, it's not a loss. It's just... Yeah. There's
like
going to be another.
You spent to see the flop.
Just
you spent to see.
Great freaking point. That's what I'm saying. So how much am I willing to spend to know if I'm right or wrong based on, and that's just all based on risk management. The reason is that people want to throw the house on anything, on a whatever, on gold, on what's the new kid around the block, NASDAQ, US 30, all of that. Like everything makes you money. It's just about like if you know the market and if you study the market.
So do you guys try to study everything or stick to one niche or what is your...
It's just really to kind of, I mean, once you get focused and confident with one thing or maybe a few instruments and it's making you money, you can live off of that.
Just smile for the podcast.
So, you know, it helps. This is what I would say, right? I would say that gambling is built off of hope. Trading is built off of confidence, right? Because with gambling, you don't really know what the outcome is going to be. Mm-hmm. Right? With gambling, just like trading, you either going to be 50% right or 50% wrong. There's no 100%. Mm-hmm. So you are going based off of hope when it comes to gambling because you don't have a strategy other than put your money on the line. That's it. And hope for the best. Yeah. Right?
It's like a roulette or a freaking slot machine. You know what I'm saying?
With trading, your confidence comes in having a strategy, which, listen, people who's listening, your strategy doesn't have to be rocket science. If it's rocket science, you're making no money.
That's a fact. The simpler the strategy is, the better. The simpler
the strategy, you're going to be great.
Seriously.
Now, with that being said, the confidence comes with understanding a strategy and how it works and the approach and do it consistently. And after that, it literally comes down to being a professional loser. Because here's the thing. You can win. If someone says my strategy is out of 10 trades is just 50% right, cool. But you don't know when that loss is going to come in. You could be a winner today, a winner tomorrow, a loss the next day, a loss the day after that, and a loss the day after that. So you don't know when your loss is going to come and how long it may last.
And how they come.
Even if you're 50% correct. With that being said, you have to survive the trade the next day. And most people don't know how to do that because the moment they take a loss, they want to get that money right back.
Revenge
because
trading.
A lot of times that money is tied to money that they were using to survive anyway. Mm-hmm. So now this is still come back to psychology.
And that's the worst way you want to do things.
They already told you 98% of you guys lose.
So now you're going to do it with pressure.
Already like, God damn. Then when you come in, you're learning the strategy that the moment you see this guy with a Lambo, he's using the same thing. Yeah, so you're thinking
like 5 to 1, 8 to 1, trying to make it quick.
And trying to make it quick so you could get to where he's at. And the moment you lose, you don't even know how to lose because this money is tied to survival. If you lose it, that means you are in the same situation until you get out of it, and who knows when that'll be because you're going based off of that one loss.
It's not the way
that one loss dictated a lot for you.
It's not the way to trade. Like, you need to have, like, that's such a great point because, first and foremost, my brother, thank you for having us, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us, my boy.
To have the conversation.
Thank you for having us, bro. Yeah, bro, because we, like, really having a great conversation right now. Like, so thank you for having us, my brother. I think you have an amazing podcast, bro. You know what I mean? The setup is fire.
Have you ever allowed traders to come on your podcast and just converse about?
Probably not.
I did one episode with 2 people about trading, but I never put it out.
Got you.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, but yeah, just going back to like the psychology of things, bro. Like, you know, people don't talk about losing enough. And it's like, when it comes to this game, obviously we're here to make money. So we're not talking about like just losing money and never making money. That's not what we're talking about. It's about the red trades, the red days, right? What do you do? How do you take it? You know, how do you respond to that? And a lot of people don't know, and that's because they don't have their emotions in check, and it needs to be in check.
But imagine if you lost one day. A lot of people they want to jump in a trade the next day, and maybe that's not the time to jump in a trade, or maybe like they just want to get back in the game to try to make it back. But you have to like wait to see the things you're trying to see.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah, that's exactly what happens because people don't have a trading plan, and you know, this is a game where the human mind has a tough time like being somewhere where you have all the freedom in the world, where you know, if there are no rules, you're pretty much fucked. So you have to make your own rules in trading. I get out here, I go in here, I only risk this, I only risk a certain percentage, I only take this amount of trades per day, this amount of trades per week. Because now when people have a 9 to 5, you go into work, you have a schedule, that's structure. You go into work, they tell you what to do, your duties, that's, you know, that's your obligations, right? That's structure. So it's like, why when you come into trading, you don't have structure, right? And I think that's the number one reason why people are actually like losing. They don't have a proper strategy, and when they do, they don't follow the rules that come with the strategy to actually gain what they're looking to gain. Right. They don't know how to follow it. They think they follow it for a week or 2 weeks, the strategy, and it don't work, or it don't work for me. And it's like, but if it works for somebody else, it works for you. Is that you're not giving enough, you're not following through. You know what I'm saying? Or you're missing something, or you're skipping some steps. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it comes a lot to, you know, people's emotions and psychology. I had a conversation with a mentee today where it's like, I was taking a trade. I took a trade on Euro JPY. And you're like, what the hell is this? All right, it's a ForEx pair, right? It's a currency pair. So I took a trade, right? And the trade goes down to 70 pips, right? Is that and then it turns around, right? And hits the stop loss, right? Is that not a good trade because it hit stop loss, or is it not a good trade because I didn't take profit? You might be looking for a 200 pip move or a 200 point move, whatever it is, you know, we're talking about points and pips. That's all just in the charts, right? You guys will probably understand that. But the concept and what I'm trying to drive home here is that you have to be very strict with your rules, your strategy and trading plan, and be flexible with your expectations, right? So if you think that a market is going to come here, but it only comes here, and it actually is showing you money and you don't take it, then it's your fault. You have to know when to take money, right? You have to know when to take money, bro.
It's real.
And that's another thing that people don't know. People don't know when to take money. And
so out of all the things, what do you guys like to trade? Like we talked about before, ForEx, commodities, all these things, stocks. What do you guys like to deal with?
Right now, I'm trading NASDAQ, which is the top 100 stocks, US 30, known as the Dow 30, top 30 stocks, and gold.
Okay.
So that's typically those
your stocks. You like to stay away from ForEx typically? Or?
It's not that I don't like to stay away from it. It's just that when you've been in trading as long as we've been trading, which is 9 years, at some point, even those individuals who are just getting into trading, we always like to start them off with pairs that will help their psychology. Because remember, this is a psychological thing. So if you come in right away trying to trade the most fastest assets that have all the volume that's moving fast just because you're seeing this guy making $30,000 in 5 minutes, you will get smoked. And eventually you're not going to ever want to trade because now your monies are tied to survival. Remember, that's what it comes down to. You once have a job, or you have a job at that current time, and that money that you're working for, trading your time for it, you putting it into the markets trying to get your time back. And then you lose it. And now you're trying to do it with something that's super fast. So I would just say ForEx, start off there, get the footing, They're much slower, help you analyze better. And then as your skill progresses and you get better at being reactive, then hop into the
what makes you want to focus on the NASDAQ over Forex? Like
because it moves faster. It has more volume.
Got you.
And I mean, the same amount of movement, right? I can see that same movement that I'm trying to see on a Forex pair that will probably take 2 days to 3 days to make.
You see it in 15 minutes.
I can see it in 15 minutes. So it's just faster.
Just faster money.
And it just helps me. Yeah. It's like, hey, listen, do you not get rewarded for in any nature of any skill set? Do you not get rewarded for how great you are? If you're NBA players, because you're the greatest NBA basketball player on the face of the freaking earth.
Back it up.
To make it to the NBA, even the 12th player on the bench is a good player.
I look at that. Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Bust our ass.
He's in the NBA,
sure.
bro. He would destroy us.
I think if we're gonna compare it to like jobs, I think is like for us is more so like a promotion, right? It's like, okay, Forex pairs are slower, they require more patience. We've already kind of felt good waiting for those pairs, been patient very long, know how to handle our patience, been through trades and trading a whole bunch of different Forex pairs. You know, I can name a freaking 10 of them right now, right? Which I won't because a lot of people don't know and I don't want to bore you, but you know, you look at it like a promotion situation where you're like, okay, this asset pays this amount in this long. So technically, logically, if I get paid faster, I'm going to make more money throughout the week, right? So instead of waiting for 5 hours, 2 days, 24 hours for me to make this amount, I can make this in 15 minutes. So I'm going to promote myself, right? But for that promotion requires hours that you put in.
The JV.
Yes, exactly. So it's like, again, going to basketball, right? Because that's what he was talking about earlier. You got to go through high school, right? You got to go through college ball. Some people are really good and they go from high school to college, but you got to have some type of ball skill before you go to the pros, right? So I would look at the pros as the Dow Jones, the S&P 500s, the NASDAQ, right? The gold, right? But you got to look at those
ETFs type shit you're saying? Like
just the indices, the indexes.
And also, let me say this, because don't get me wrong, I don't want nobody trying to come for my neck. Because there's a lot of
Forex mob is gonna come for you guys.
Listen, Forex.
It's a lot of
Forex
people
pays, bro.
who trade Forex that trade
millions.
Forex pairs that's making millions. We know a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to discredit what they're doing, because obviously what works, keep doing it. If it's making you money, at the end of the day, all it comes down to is how much you have in the account and what's on the line in that trade at that current time. That's the value of what you're going to get back.
So because you guys do, like, for example, NASDAQ, tell me like your morning when you wake up. Are you doing a lot of preparation? I'm assuming you're up right when the market opens.
15 minutes, bro.
And
15 minutes.
Comes with the hours that you've done. You don't, the preparation becomes
analyze the
slimmer.
markets for 15 minutes
before it opens?
Before it opens.
Yeah.
15 minutes. That's it. That's all I need. I just need 15 minutes.
It sounds crazy, but we've put in so much hours that you can do the analysis like this
Casey,
now.
think about this.
What time frames you like to look at when you're doing the
When you're talking about the NASDAQ or you're talking about Forex? If we're talking about NASDAQ,
entries are right now I'm entering off the 15-second
or
1 minute chart.
But
I'm analyzing based off of the 4 hour, 1 hour time frame.
So we both.
Okay, so you're zooming out like 4 hours the most. You're
we
not
have
zooming
to
out like weeks and seeing shit.
You have to.
Not really.
Yeah, because you're so basically, are you guys? I mean, would you guys consider, is it scalpers? Are you in and out?
No, I mean, if it's just day trading. So if you're trading within a day, I mean, that market, you can get paid in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe an hour or 2 hours. Sometimes, I'm not all the time is always 15 minutes. I'd be lying to you if I told you this 15 minutes all the time. But it can be, we've done it many times like that, where the majority of the time is less time than more, right? But it's like day trading, bro. I want my money now. I don't want it tomorrow. I don't want to swing trade. There's scalper swing trading and day trading, right? Day trading, intraday trading is throughout the day. Swing trading is when you're holding something for over 24, 48 hours, a week, 2 weeks, right? Scalper is in and out the markets, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes,
That's
right?
why when you say 15 minutes, I'm like, is
but-
that like scalper level yet or no?
But that's time frame though. It's different. I know you might look at it a certain perspective, but like the chart has different time frames, and what you look at it's just data based on what time frame you're looking at, right?
Yeah, you're saying just looking at it by 15
Yes,
minutes, not
just-
being in the market for 15
No, exactly.
You're
You
using
see
a
what I'm saying?
specific time frame to
Yeah.
get the information to
Yeah.
make a decision.
Yeah. Right.
Once that decision is made, you have a goal.
Right.
Whether it's a loss or profit, both of those things are a goal. Your stop loss is attached to a goal. I don't want to lose no more than this. And your take profit is attached to a goal. I want to make
This amount.
before amount,
I don't
yeah.
care if it keeps going up or down. I just want to make this amount, right? So, it really comes down to, those assets right there. For example, gold, US 30, Dow Jones or S&P or NASDAQ, they just give you the profit quicker. So, I say promotion because Forex pays, bro. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that.
But there's people waiting 6-7 hours, sometimes days.
My point, and that's okay. But we all are not the same people. We are all different. Some people have more patience than others. Some people are very impatient. So it just depends on, like, we're not here telling you go trade NASDAQ. No. That's what we trade. Trade gold. It just moves fast. Like gold has crazy swings. It moves really fast, which is great at a certain amount of times, right? So what we're saying is that everybody's different. So find out, do an analysis of yourself, understand yourself, so that way you can know if you're a very impatient person, then, maybe NASDAQ is for you after you put in some hours. But if you have a lot of patience and you don't want to deal with a lot of like the stress that comes with it, because it comes with the faster moves, there's more stress, then you can just go to Forex pairs and make all your money.
That's a beautiful thing about
But
it.
I'll be the type to be on my phone the whole day for the 4 days.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Waiting for something.
You just have to understand yourself, you know what I mean? And everybody's different. So everybody, I know some people that are making hundreds of thousands on just the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. And I know people that are making hundreds of thousands in Forex, bro, millions. Like, they both pay. It's just about what fits your personality, bro.
Yeah. Cool. So what do you guys, what's the plan right now? What do you guys got coming up? You guys, you still have the class open?
Well, for the most part, we started the Bank Zone Trading Club back in 2021 with me, my brother Slick, and my brother Shawn, right? My brother Slick is back in New York, so shout out to Slick. But
Slick Ums.
He's my sandbox best friend. You know what I mean? We built the business together along with Shawn, and us three, we like the trio. We do pretty much anything that comes to business together. So the Bank Zone Trading Club opened up in 2021, had an amazing first year, and now it's just ruling it on its own. You know what I mean? All the people that we taught, everyone's there. We've taught over 700 people how to properly trade the markets. So, you have a lot of people that have taught 2,000, 3,000, but, we love our members, and our members, they're just on their own now, bro. They just in there, it runs on its own, and freaking, it's crazy.
Anything
like,
you want to promote? Anything got coming up? Anything you want to let the people know about?
Right now,
Just
no,
plug
man.
the Instagram at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Instagram at Maze the Source. You know what I'm saying? MAZETHE Source SOURCE. Maze the Source. Search me up. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of lifestyle stuff there. But you got Shawn as well. He be posting every single day when it comes to like, you feel me?
Sean Grace __ TBZ. Yes. I'm posting.
Sean Grace _ TBZ.
It'll be a light 7,000 on a Wednesday.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, all glory to God, man. I wouldn't be able to do this and have this skill set if I didn't have my faith intact to it, because of the fact that trading comes with a lot of psychological ups and downs. You have to have something outside of yourself to help you get through the moments when you are having a losing day or 2 or 3, right? Or even when you're in a trade, because we do trade high volatility instruments, it's important that you do have some emotional stability, and it's hard to do it when you're stressed out, when you got a girl, you got a job, you got a kid, you got all these things. It's hard. So having that faith aspect to it has definitely helped me.
It's number one.
But y'all can follow us. I'm showing the trades not for the purpose of just being flashy. It's more so to show people that this is a real thing. And
He shows the
you don't
losses
have
too.
You don't, and I show the losses.
He shows the
wins,
losses too,
and
bro.
draws.
I think that has something
You
to
ain't
say
gotta
about
see the
that.
car. You ain't gotta see the crib. You ain't gotta see nothing. Listen, just know that it's real.
Oh, we good.
You know?
Oh yeah, we real good. You know what I'm saying? And trust me,
It's
you
not
know,
important.
that's you know, I'm sure we all want it. Everyone wants it. You know, we're climbing up in our journey, which is, you know, the beautiful thing. You know, some people have a longer journey than others, but when it comes to it, is like this is something that we live off of, and we live off of very well because of it. You know, so you will see me in that lamb chop pretty soon. So, you know, the reality of it is, again, you know, first and foremost, all glory to God, because without him, we are nothing. You know, God is number one. We put him in everything that we do. I know that we are all three think alike, and, you know, for you guys, this is not like we actually like be chilling and, you know, getting lit together and stuff, and actually go see Casey and, you know, DJ. He's a pretty damn freaking good DJ.
Casey's amazing.
Thank you, fellas.
Facts, bro.
Thank you.
Which is
Yo,
amazing, bro.
Bank Zone Trading Club in here. Oh yeah, you plugged the Instagrams. We're gonna do this again. You know, we gotta have the trading updates. We gotta get the market updates, see what's going on. So we're gonna find some type of consistency.
I do want to say this before we go, guys. Like, understand, like, this ain't even about like, oh, it's the new thing to do, it's the cool thing to do, and none of that. This literally trading and just learning the financial markets, period, whether you're trading options or ForEx or stocks or crypto, whatever you decide to want to trade, like, that's cool. Just know that if you really stick to it and put in the hours, like, this will literally change your life. Like, it will change your life, and you guys have so many different ways to actually make money nowadays with like funded accounts and things of that nature. But, like, you know, plug in. You know, we gonna be on this on the regular. I'm gonna be coming to see my brother Casey on the regular. Shawn's gonna be as well. So, you know, we're gonna keep talking about this. It's not the first time. Well, it's the first time, but it's definitely not the last time. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for having us, my brother. I appreciate you.
Ramses and Shawn. There it is, Mommy on the Rocks.
Let's go.
KC Chops, boy.